making a quick little video on the engine mounts I made for putting an ALH or a TDI into a Colorado or a Canyon. So on the driver's side here, there's two bosses, M10 by 1.5 thread and one up there. So I just made a cardboard template, cut that out of a 1/4 inch plate, and then use some straight edges. I guess you could use the plate as well. Bolt it on at the bottom, measure distance for this little standoff here. So I welded that standoff onto the back of the block, and then a piece of flat bar to kind of act as a spine to stiffen up that plate. Then this is a Canyon or a Colorado factory engine mounts. Just cut the ears off the length I needed. Welded that to there. Kind of clears the oil cooler nice and the AC pump. Had to bend the dipstick tube up a bit and bend this heater line hard pipe up a bit. So yeah, that's that side. And on this side, kind of more the same. Chuck a 1/4 inch flat bar up here, cardboard. Figured out all the bolt spacings. I believe these were M8 or M6 holes. This one isn't blind, but this is a blind hole. So I drilled and tapped those to M10. And then two M8 holes down here. Bosses in the block. Some more 1/4 inch flat bar. I made a little standoff for that guy. Just add extra rigidity. I don't know if that's really needed, but just some more 1/4 inch flat bar going up. And then this side will be in compression, so there's a boss back in there. So I just grabbed a chunk of 3/8 flat bar and pushed it up against there, tack welded it in on both sides and took it out and welded it. So it'll push against that and not just shear these bolts off. But I guess the guy I had before with this engine broke this ear off here. So he made up this plate that goes back and grabs that bolt hole in that one for the factory motor mount. But I just incorporated that. But I guess a guy could just weld a piece of flat bar onto this plate that way, grab that bolt hole for that up right there. And then just another Canyon Colorado engine mount with the factory inline 5 ears cut off. Clears the turbo, not half bad. And then the inside here, had to make a little box around the steering intermediate shaft. You can still get that shaft out if you wanted to. I just welded that onto the upper A-arm mount. Little notch back there for the arm, whatnot. Welded some nuts on the back. Same on this side. Kind of hard to see. Painted, nice. But anyway, cardboard, tack welded this in there. Took the engine out. Cardboard template. Cut out some more plate for that. Nuts are welded in the back. Had to notch the firewall just a bit. I guess if you bring the engine ahead like another inch. So this is 2 inches further ahead than the factory manual transmission holes. So that cross member originally is 180 for a factory 5-speed truck, but TDI was hitting the firewall, so I cut that out. Still was not gonna fit in there, so I flipped this 180 because the holes are factory, they're facing backwards about an inch back. So I flipped it around, so I'm 2 inches ahead of the factory transmission mount. And with this cutout, it gives you just enough room for the TDI.